What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, we have just over a month of Agatha All Along left, and then we suspect that Marvel Studios is finally going to drop the animated Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man project on Disney Plus at the beginning of November. But then we look ahead to 2025, where we already know that the Daredevil show, along some other very exciting live-action projects, are going to drop. Now we have a brand new exclusive coming to us via a Industry Insider editorial talking about the release for X-Men 97 Season 2, and it is right around the corner. We're going to break down what this latest exclusive article said and the release date, as well as some new confirmations and exactly what Marvel Studios is doing to rework and change the story for X-Men 97 Season 2. We're breaking it all down, but first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do, so if that sort of thing's for you, hit the sub button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. The next one is right around the corner for the finale of Agatha All Along. Again, all you got to do be a sub, leave a comment. If you want, stick around. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff at the end of the video. Okay, so the story actually comes to us via an Industry Insider editorial. It broke earlier this week over on Nexus Point News. You guys can find them at nexuspointnews.com under the exclusive headline, X-Men 97 Season 2 to premiere in 2026. They go on to say, quote, "Following the critical success of the first season of Marvel's Animations hit series, X-Men 97, Nexus Point News can exclusively confirm that the second season of the Emmy-nominated series is set to premiere on Disney Plus in 2026. Earlier this year, creator and head writer Beau DeMayo was unexpectedly fired from Marvel Studios after completing work on the show's second season and consequently starting on the third season. We are told from sources that the show has been pushed to a 2026 premiere date due to changes being made to the story and the scripts. We're going to talk about what those changes are in just a second. Matthew Chauncey has been announced to write the scripts for the third season and reworking the drafts Beau DeMayo had written for the show. Larry Houston, Eric and Julia Lewald, and the executive producers of the original X-Men the Animated Series will remain as consulting producers for the series, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. Now, incidentally, that is not the only time this past week we would hear about said changes to X-Men Season 2 and 3 script, because only days later, as reported just days ago by ComicBasics.com, under the headline, Beau DeMayo reveals Marvel and Disney are making major changes to his X-Men 97 plans in a fan Twitter exchange. X-Men 97 became a major success for Marvel despite various challenges and deviations from the original series canon. The show's popularity can be attributed to its engaging plot, nostalgic animation style close to resembling the original, its ability to invoke fond memories among longtime fans. This success led Disney to renew the series for a second season. However, the creative team behind Season 1 will not return. Showrunner Beau DeMayo, who spearheaded the reboot, was reportedly fired due to allegations of misconduct. Now DeMayo is openly feuding with Disney. In a recent fan exchange on Twitter, DeMayo revealed that Season 2 will differ significantly from his original vision. He disclosed that Disney has brought in new writers to rewrite his scripts, even though his ideas had been fully pitched and he was already working on Season 3. The fan conversation unveiled many intriguing details about these exchanges, but by far the most revealing tweet was this, when a fan tweeted at him, quote, "If they really can Onslaught, after the epic tease we got from him in Season 1, I'm fixin' to be pissed, shakes my head." And Beau DeMayo tweeted at him this, quote, "Yep, pretty sad. Season 2 is also only 9 episodes long because of this and them canning my Onslaught finale. But Marvel loves shooting themselves in the foot, especially with certain directors and execs pushing their backwards we know better than the comics agenda, hashtag X-Men 97. Now look, there's no telling what Beau DeMayo knows now that he's not with Marvel Studios anymore. He seems to know that they're changing his scripts and in what capacity, but you also have to imagine, with the confirmation that they're changing, he just assumes that his major plot points that he was going to be a part of have now been removed. Now look, I'm going to say this because I mean it. I think that there are plenty of opportunities where you can give credit where credit's due. I think it's also worth remembering that a lot of the stuff that we loved about what Beau DeMayo quote unquote wrote was his adaptation of things that had already been written by comic writers before him, authors who had already penned a lot of how these story points went. Now granted, he did a great job adapting them, but it doesn't mean Marvel Studios can't continue to do this in the future. And I know he accuses them of saying that they quote unquote know better than the comics, and maybe this is true in some cases for the live action as well, but there were a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, who worked on X-Men 97 outside of Beau DeMayo, not to mention that he grabbed a lot of what he wrote and adapted from source material that already existed in the comics. He even admits that himself. So I don't think that there should be this sort of trepidation that X-Men Season 2 and Season 3 are somehow going to be less than or all screwed up now because he didn't get to pen the final scripts. I think, if anything, given this is an animated medium and the way that the season has gone so far, leaving a lot of these storylines open-ended, they could take these in a lot of directions, and I don't think that it's necessarily fair to say, oh wow, it's all going to be ruined now because Marvel Studios is going to screw up the scripts. You know, maybe it does feel a little bit less than. Maybe the voice and the writing isn't the same. But, you know, I'll reserve that judgment for when it finally comes out, because there are a lot of talented people in the industry and a lot of huge fans of X-Men 97. And like I said, a lot of the people who were still working on the show in executive and creative capacities are still there. So, you know, some things change, but not everything. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below if any of you are legitimately worried that perhaps Season 2 or Season 3 are not going to keep the quality going with the writing that they've been doing. And honestly, I really just hope that the negative chatter can die down and not overshadow Season 2, so Season 2 can breathe and let it be whatever it's going to be, and then we can judge it on its merits for it, whatever it ends up being, instead of, oh, it's changing, it's not going to be good now. And since we've got quite a bit until next year, I think maybe there's a chance that'll happen. So you guys let me know all your thoughts, as always, down below in response to that. And where do you think they're going to take these storylines now? I'm all ears. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Alright, we're still giving away PlayStation 5s at the channel, but for any of the other giveaways we do throughout the year, and we will of course switch over to the PlayStation 5 Pro or the 6, whichever comes first. At this point, it's sort of hard to tell. Super simple to be entered to win, and all the same rules will always apply for giveaways. You got to be a subscriber, so hit the sub button, and as I've said in the last couple of videos, some of you will have watched more than 10, upwards of 100 videos, haven't subbed yet. No worries, I realized I do that myself with a couple of my favorite channels, and since have made sure to hit the subscribe button, because really, it's the biggest thing you can do to help us out as content creators. And if you're already watching the videos, you might as well be subbed, because it's the prerequisite to winning. Also, it's based on the comments, so leave a comment on the video, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. Winners will always be announced live with the comment shown on screen at the end of videos with my voice when there is a winner. So please stay safe and vigilant on YouTube or any other platform. If you should get someone who is pretending to be a content creator spamming you, just report those comments directly to YouTube. They'll delete them across the account. Never, ever share your information on third-party app like Telegram or WhatsApp, and remember that no content creator will ever charge you for shipping if you should win something. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on, and as always, if you liked today's video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places: Instagram and Twitter at I'mFires. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes under the name AllFires. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my music out, thanks for checking this channel out. Stick around. We will be posting again real soon.